Hello everybody, hope you guys are doing great. Welcome back to my channel. Guys, first of all, thank you so much for all the love and the support that you guys have given. My channel has reached 22,000 subscribers in a very short amount of time, and that just means a lot, and it's all because of the support, the likes, comments, shares that you guys have done. So thank you so much for that. This video is about BCom versus BBA. In this video, I will try covering each and everything that as a student you need to know about these particular courses, which one is for you, which has better job prospects, what's the course curriculum like, and all these things. So make sure you watch this video till the very end. But before I get started, you guys know the drill. If you like this video, please smash the like button. Please comment below if you have any doubts, questions, queries. And also please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon in case if you're new to the channel. Let's get started, guys. Alright, so what's currently happening is that I am in talks with a lot of students who reach out to me for their personal guidance and doubt clearing sessions. Some of them comment under my videos, some of them also send me DMs. Unfortunately, I'm not able to reply to all of that. But in the nutshell, one thing I've gathered is that a lot of students who are currently in their class 12th, not only the ones who are in commerce with or without maths, but also the students who are jumping from humanities or from science to the field of commerce and management have come across these two courses, which is BBA and BCom. And right now they are super confused about which one they should go forward with or which one they should pursue for their undergrad level course, because they are hearing multiple opinions, multiple suggestions, recommendations from their parents, from their faculty members, from their cousins, from their seniors, juniors, all of that. Some say that okay, BCom, you should go for BCom. Some say that BBA is much better, do not do a BCom. This, that, all of that is happening, and this lands you people in a big dilemma about which one you should go forward. What I will try doing here through this video is that I will try explaining to you each and every nuance of these particular courses so that you have enough information to decide which one you think will be better for you. So make sure you watch this video till the end. Before I talk about the differences between BCom and BBA, let me just look at the similarities between BCom and BBA. So guys, both BCom and BBA are undergrad level course. That means so anybody who is currently in class 12th or is finishing class 12th and they would be looking forward to a college for their undergrad level course, both BCom and BBA are the undergrad level course. The duration of these courses is 3 years, and the eligibility criteria more or less is that you need to be in class 12. So both BCom and BBA are open to people from different backgrounds like humanities, science, commerce without maths, all these things. Yes, there are a few universities and few particular colleges that have got their own set of eligibility criteria, but as far as this video is concerned, you can consider it to be class 12. Alright guys, the key difference between BCom and BBA. So guys, BCom stands for Bachelors of Commerce, and it's an introductory level course to the field of commerce and accounts, whereas BBA stands for Bachelors in Business Administration, and it's an introductory level course to the field of management, towards the field of general management. BCom is a financial course, which means it has a lot to do with number crunching, it has a lot to do with recording, analyzing statements of accounts, balance sheets, profit and loss statements, and all these things. Whereas BBA is a managerial course. That means it would be helping you gain a lot of knowledge in the field of management about how to be a leader, how to be a better decision maker, a better negotiator, and all these aspects. BCom focuses on building course specific knowledge. BCom is a lot related to accounts and numbers and all these things. Their major focus is building on the course specific knowledge. So in case if you tomorrow want to become a chartered accountant, the most important thing for you is to understand the Indian financial system and all the rules and regulations that it has. So that's what BCom would try focusing. Whereas BBA would try focusing on building skills and experiences. Like I've told you, they would value a lot more skills relating to communication, relating to decision making, relating to negotiation, and the kind of experiences that you have that would surely help you become a better leader, better manager, better CEO in the future. So for all those aspects, BBA would be catering to. BCom definitely guys is a much older course, so do not get frightened when your parents say that please go do a BCom, because BCom is the one that probably our parents have also done when they were in their college, because that's how old BCom courses, whereas BBA is a very newer course in comparison. Talking about the specializations of BCom and BBA, as you guys have already would have guessed it by now, BCom, since it's a lot focused towards accounts, the specializations are relating to banking, insurance, accounting, finance. Whereas BBA has got its specializations in finance, in marketing, in human resources, and in entrepreneurship. Talking about the specialized courses now, a lot of universities across the country, guys, have started offering specialized courses. Naturally, the path for a BCom specialized course would be different from that of a BBA specialized course. So there would be a lot of courses that would be relating to chartered accountancy in BCom, wherein they will teach you not only the BCom knowledge, but also would help you prepare for the chartered accountancy and to become a chartered accountant, be it either in India or in the US or in the UK. So all of them have got their separate bodies, and a lot of the universities have combined the level of education that you need to become a successful chartered accountant with that in their BCom courses. Likewise, there are BCom courses that are specialized with taxation, with auditing, with company secretariat, that is CS. So there are a lot of BCom courses that will be catering to all these specific aspects like CIMA and ACCA and all these things. So there are specialized courses for BCom along with that. For BBA also, a lot of specialized courses have come about. There are specialized courses in sports management, in international business, in branding and advertisement, in aviation, in digital marketing. So you would have like a BBA in branding and advertising. This is definitely offered by NMIMS in Mumbai. Likewise, you've got a BBA in digital marketing or BBA in international business, which CRISE also does. So all these are the specialized courses that BBA has started offering along with their basic course like you would have for a BCom, BCom honors, BBA, BBA honors. These are the further specialized branches of these particular courses that you can look at. Another very important aspect that a lot of students ask me about and would definitely and should definitely know about is the job prospects of it. Now guys, I've already told you BCom is a lot to do with numbers, with auditing, taxation, all of that. So yes, BCom's job prospects are relating to finance related jobs. So essentially you would have the big fours of the world like the EY, PwC, KPMG, Deloitte, who would be hiring majority of the students from the BCom background, because that is the kind of background that they're looking for in students, because they are into the field of financial services, which has a lot of analyst roles. Likewise, a lot of Indian companies like ClearTax and all of that would also be hiring students from a BCom background. For BBA, definitely job prospects very much relate to the domain that you've chosen. So if you are into marketing, then you would have marketing related jobs. If you are in HR, you would have HR related jobs. And there are a lot of associate roles that open up for BBA students. You have it in operations, in logistics, in supply chain, in event management, in e-commerce, in digital marketing, all those things. Another question that I get asked a lot is about opportunities, which BCom or BBA has got more opportunities. So guys, I genuinely feel that there are a lot of opportunities in both. The finance sector of the country is booming and growing, because a lot of work, even though these EYs and Deloittes are world brands, but they are sourcing a lot of their work to their Indian arm, because it comes out to be way cheaper than getting the same work done in the US. Likewise, India has gained a lot of specific domain knowledge in particular things. That means they've got enough skill set to do the job really well. So they would get orders or clients from US, UK and give the work to the Indian teams. They would do it at a very cheaper cost and then file the returns and do those things in the US and UK. So there are a lot of jobs in that sector. Likewise, if you're looking from the BBA's point of view, there are also enough opportunities. Every day startups are being born. You have Paytm, Zomato, Ola, Uber, all of them are hiring crazily from BBA background and from undergraduate level background students. So you have enough opportunities there too. From the college's point of view, I would not lie guys. So yes, there are a lot more of finance companies that come on campus. Now to give you my personal example, I did a BBA and then I specialized in finance in the third year. So even I got placed in EY, where a lot of BCom students for CRISE were already there. So just to give you like a heads up, so you have enough opportunities in both these things as long as you are clear with what you want to do. If you're good enough at the thing that you want to do, there are companies that would be ready to hire you. Maybe might not from the campus, but you could apply on your own. You could work with new startups. You could work with established entities like Zomato, all them, and a lot of those even come on campus. So you have enough job prospects from the point of view of BCom or BBA as long as you are good at what you do and as long as you are able to convince the hirers that you are the best person suited for the particular job. Another question that students ask me very slyly saying that, Bhaiya, please don't mind, but can you tell me which has more money कि यार पैसा कहाँ पे ज़्यादा है भैया, मुझे तो पैसे से मतलब है, मैं कुछ भी कर लूँगा, मैं कुछ भी सीख लूँगा, आप बस मुझे ये बताओ कि पैसा किस में है और ज़्यादा पैसा किस में मिलेगा. Now, I do not have any problem with you guys asking me questions like these. In fact, I like it because it's really very important to take a lot of your decisions keeping money and growth prospects in your mind, because if you know, it becomes one of the biggest motivators for you to do whatever to do. So it's absolutely fine if you're asking me money related questions. Now, from the face value of it, I can again say that yes, finance jobs are a little better paying in comparison to the other jobs, but guys, growth really depends on your journey. I will just tell you, if you're the best at what you do, you will make good amount of money no matter what the field is. It is HR, it's marketing, it's entrepreneurship, or it's family business, or it's investment banking, all of that. So please do not be very short-sighted thinking that okay, since more finance companies come on the campus, either I can do a BBA specializing in finance or I'll do a BCom because there are more finance companies that come and I'll get a better package than anybody else. Guys, it's not really true, because at the end of the day, if you are good at what you do, you will be paid no matter what it is. So you know, any CEOs or anyone at the top of the ladder would be getting paid a lot more, and you need to be focusing on doing that and being the best rather than forcing yourself into something that you are not really good at. So a lot of people just take up finance thinking that oh, because there is more money in it and I would want to take it, and would leave out their passion probably of marketing or HR just because of the thinking that they want to make more money. But then eventually, if you're not really good at what you do, you would not be getting the growth on regular intervals which you would probably if you were enjoying what you did. Likewise, for BBA guys, a lot of paths open up towards family business, entrepreneurship, and all these things, and that's a different ball game altogether. So it would be very wrong for me to compare that with the job mindset thing, because you know, in family business obviously there's a thing that is already set up and you would help grow, expand, diversify that. With entrepreneurship too, you know that if you're starting a startup of your own, you might not gain any money for a couple of years or for a few years, but then there are also stories of 770% return and all these things, you know, once you get equity in your company and if you get listed and all these things. So cutting the long story short, growth really depends on your journey, and if you are good at what you do, money and recognition, fame, all of that will follow. Another question, which is a very valid one that I get, is about MBA and master's plan. That bhaiya, I want to do MBA in the future, or I want to do masters in the future. So which would be better for me? Would it be a BCom or would it be a BBA? Now guys, from BCom, definitely you have the options of doing like an MCom, which is Masters in Commerce, or an MBA, Masters in Business Administration, or you could go for a specialized Masters. Okay, likewise from BBA too, you could do like an MBA, or you could do a specialized Masters like an MIM, or Masters in Finance, Masters in Marketing, or whatever. In reality guys, both BCom and BBA would be good for you as long as you're looking for an MBA or masters, because both MBA and masters have got a separate path to getting there. You know already that if you want to do like an MBA in India, your CAT scores play a huge role. Likewise, if you're looking for a master's abroad, your GMAT, your GRE, your IELTS score, plus the whole thing about your SOPs, which is statement of purpose, letter of recommendations, the kind of internships that you've had, and the kind of projects that you've done before, all these things would play a huge role. Both BCom and BBA are fine from that matter. What really depends is your personality. What really depends, or what would really play the huge role of you getting to a good MBA like an IIM, ABC, or for a good masters in abroad like a London Business School or HEC Paris, or probably something in Australia, or probably like a Cornell or a Stanford in the US, would be about the story that you put across along with the grades and the academic performance that you've had so far, be it your 10th marks, your 12th marks, or your CAT or GMAT scores. So from that aspect, both BCom and BBA guys is good enough as long as you have master's plan in hand. Yes, what you need to start focusing on if you're looking for an MBA or a master's is to prepare for CAT, to prepare for a GMAT, or you know, what specific thing that you have in the particular college that you're targeting. Last but not the least guys, which one is it for you, BCom or BBA guys? I would not be giving you the outright answer to this, is because it's very important to understand your personal factors. A lot of people here, even after watching this video till the very end, would still enter the trap of you know, bhed chal, which is just following what others are doing and just copying it the same. But trust me guys, it's not the correct way of going forward, because your personal factors are going to be very different from somebody else who's taking like a BCom, or your factors are going to be something very different from somebody who's taking like a BBA in digital marketing, because you are a unique individual in yourself. Your goals are different, your skill sets are different, what you idealize is different, the kind of background that you have is different, and plus there are might be some obstacles that we need to look at before we can suggest you which is good for you, BCom or a BBA. Hence, for all those purposes, I would suggest you guys to please look at my personal guidance and doubt clearing session. I would be putting down the link in the description for this particular session. All you need to do is just click on the link and schedule your personal session with me. It's going to be a 30-minute video call with me. You can get your parents along, and we guys can mutually discuss all those things about you and then help you come at a better decision about which one is good for you or which one you should look at from the point of view of an undergrad course. So I hope guys this video has been beneficial for all you people. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this video, please smash the like button. Please comment below if you have any doubts, queries. Last but not the least guys, please subscribe to the channel, press the bell icon and share this channel with as many people as you can, be it in your class groups, your tuition groups, your best friends, all these things. I just want, hopefully the channel will grow even further. Thanks for all the love guys. I'll see you soon with another video. Take care guys. Bye bye.